Hi guys, it's me, Danielle Danibuttons, and I'm here today with my finished pages for the month of September. Woohoo! It's actually finished pages and other crafty adventures, I guess. I finished 2 different diamond paintings this month, and I was going to show you what I'm working on for my needlepoint class. So I have this big old stack next to me. It is only the 28th, so technically maybe I'll finish another page or 2, but let's err on the side of caution. In fact, I had one from last month that I finished after filming, and I don't know if it's in this stack, so we'll find out when we get to it. But I finished 14 pages, which, not the best, not the worst. I'm pretty happy with it. I've still really only been in a color by number mood. What's been good is I've been doing a lot of my Disney color by numbers. I had a goal at the beginning of the year to do 50 of them, and I have not yet, so I'm kind of like making a push for that, especially while I'm in this color by number mood. But I'm potentially going to do a goal check-in video in the next week, so I'm gonna give you the official stats during that. So first I'm going to show you the diamond paintings because they're on top, and you're not even going to see all of them because I only do huge diamond paintings apparently. It's crazy. Actually, now that I've finished these 2, I'm not letting myself start a huge one until probably January because I'm doing a scrapbooking class for the month of October, and then I will be into holiday crafting full force after that. Really, I've already started, but let's just show it off. Okay, so this one I just finished yesterday. And it is the Lynn, Angie, and Oliver. And I started this, I don't know, I think Sam got it for me either in 2019 or 2020. Maybe even 2018. It's been a very long time. It was a work in progress for a very long time, but it is finally done, and I'll like kind of zoom as we go. I think I did from like here, this whole thing yesterday. It was nuts, but I kind of just got frustrated with having this out, and I was like, I just have to finish it. So here she is in all of her glory. I did probably half of it this month. I don't know how to show you this, but there we go. Slow scroll. So happy to be done with this one. It's funny because last year for Christmas, my dad actually got me a random diamond painting, and by that I mean he had no idea who I follow, but he ended up picking a Lynn one, and it's the Rapunzel. I don't know if I would have picked it for myself, but it was really cool that he just randomly picked Lynn. But the problem is I think it's double the size of this one, so we shall see when I get to that one. But happy to have this done. Here you go. Just handing that to Sam. And then the other one I finished was a lot shorter of a whip. It's upside down. Let's curl it. Ooh. Yeah, this one's even bigger. So this is, does it have a name on there? Probably somewhere. Floating Along by Jeremiah Kettner. And these are both from Diamond Art Club. And this is Otters, as you can see him. Or her, I don't know. I'm pretending one of them is me and one of them is Sam. Otters are Sam's favorite animal. So that one was square. The last one I showed you, this one is round. I like round better, just saying. But this I actually started the day before my surgery in July, and I just finished this month. So I think I did pretty good because I was laid up for a while, not able to work on it. So this was the first time I ever used release paper, and I actually really enjoyed having it segmented like that. And then for the second half of that one, I used release paper also, and I likely will going forward. So, and if you've never seen release paper, it's like these pre-cut squares that you can put down, and I use it to like, that's how much I do at once, like that section. So yeah, but this is this one, and it's bigger than the last one. And yes, another, again, I'm not doing any more giant ones. I do have a few smaller ones and not painting ones that I'm planning on doing. But anyway, I don't know, again, this is so big, I don't think I can really scroll. But there's the second otter, and then there's cute little stars all over. I'm gonna roll this back up. So hopefully one day some of my paintings will be hung up, but so far not been going great with that. Here you go. Yes, okay, and then also I mentioned that I am doing some art classes just like through the hospital are sponsoring, not sponsoring, well, maybe. They're providing them, and I went to them. So one of them is needlepoint, and this is my new project. I actually finished a heart, but I gave it back to the teacher to get it framed. So this is the next one, and it is a frame. So I picked this one because I obviously really like taking pictures and documenting things. So when I'm done, she's gonna frame it in a way that this will be cut out and I can do a frame. And obviously it's hard to see, but so far I've done all of this dark green on the edges. I just started, so doing pretty good. But I've done all that dark green, and then we're gonna go from there. So that is my needlepoint project. That's all I have to show you for other crafts. So into the coloring. Sorry it took so long. Again, 14 pages. Basically all color by number but one. I'll show you the non-color by number first, and it's actually a split color. So I did this with Sam yesterday, 2 days ago, very recently. This is Woodland Wonder by Jen Racine. I really like this one for fall especially. I've done a bunch in here, including others with Sam before. I think this one Sam and I raced. I don't know. It was a video on the channel. I think we raced, but this one has double pages, which is why I like doing it for things like this, split coloring, because I don't mind cutting one of the pages up. But this is what we did. If you haven't seen split coloring before, Sam came up with this at the beginning of the pandemic when we were like bored for things to do. And basically, I fold the page in half and literally cut it in two, and then he does one half and I do the other, and then I tape it closed and we reveal what we've done. So Sam does the outside half almost all of the time, and I do the inside half, and we did this fox. So he is so creative in different ways. So this is his hill that he's put in there. And he put in all these extra, is it like grass, Samuel? Yeah, he put in extra grass. He texturized the fox, the hair. And this time I gave him water-based markers and I used alcohol markers. I'm much more traditional with how I do my stuff. So I just picked some boring fall colors for my half. And there we go. So always fun to split color with him to see what he's going to come up with. And always fun to have another page done in this book. Yeah, one of my favorite pages in here, I'm just going to peek. This was like, I think I called it Wacky World, and I like was not allowed to use normal colors. Because again, I tend to use normal colors, so. And then, so cute. And then I think Sam colored this too. I think this was also a video where we each picked a color and had to only use that, and I did red ladybugs and he did this yellow squirrel. That is what I'm thinking, so. I don't have a plan of where to put the books. Next up, I'll show you this one first. So this is HalloweenSpooks by Alice Mills Publishing, and this was her coloring book from or Halloween book from either last year or 2 years ago. Does it tell me? Because when I bought it isn't necessarily when it came out. I bought it in June. I got it in June of 2021. So yeah, 2021. I wonder if I got it right when it came out. I don't know. But anyway, this is the X method or cross stitch method, which as you can see are the little X's. And I really like her new mosaic method, but I have a bunch in this. So what I decided was if I finished 2 more pages in here, I could buy the new one. So that is what I did. I finished 2 pages in here. I finished this vampire, and I had already started him, and I like had half of it done. So some of the color choices are a little bit weird. Like I think I couldn't match his face anymore. And I ended up changing his suit jacket, I guess, whatever this is. It was supposed to be purple, but my purple, this is my purple. It came out super maroon. So then I changed it to pink, but then it's kind of hard to see. I don't know. It was a whole ordeal, but I think especially on camera, it's reading pretty well. Maybe not. It might be blending in a little bit, but it was a page done. And I always go back to front in these books because as you can see, I did the next one and now this image is basically gone. So I also did the spiders pattern. And again, I think I changed a few colors up, but not too bad. Yeah, I just used a lighter purple, things like that. So that's that one. And then I bought the new one and I finished 2 pages in here also. So this is Kawaii Halloween, and this is the mosaic style, which again, if you see the difference, now they're just like teardrop shapes instead of X's. So I did the back 2 in here, and ooh, in the old books they didn't have this. So pretty. So I did this. I put a spell on you. Also, I realized I didn't say in this video, I apologize for my neighbors doing their lawn. Of course they have to do their lawn while I'm filming. How dare they? I don't even know how far away that is. I don't know if it's directly next to us, so I hope it's not too loud. I'm wondering if I should like wait it out a second. So I was using for these I feel like I should, what's happening? They get really loud. But if I wait it out, I have to edit. or if I like stop the video. Sam is behind me and I'm turned around talking to him. Anyway, I used my Bic intensity markers. Is that what they're called at this point? I don't know. I used permanent markers for most of this, but again, my purple was weird, so I tried to use my refillable Blick, and I still have not successfully refilled these markers. I spill every single time and make a huge mess, and it's really frustrating. So I did that again. So I've done like the 2 pages, and then I went and did purple on a whole, well, on a bunch of extra pages because it was like dripping everywhere. So annoying. Oops, too far. But I did finish I Put a Spell on You, which is Eyeball Jar, Eye of Newt. And I also finished Full Moon Flight, which is the bat. I also didn't have grays, like enough grays. I think it just had 1 in the set. So I just like would keep going over it. So this is the same exact marker, and I just did like multiple trips over that one, and it, I think, worked well enough. There's potentially supposed to be a 3rd shade of gray in there, but meh. I think technically this is supposed to be different from this. It's fine. But yeah, again, so I have the purple done for Dynamite, and I have the purple done for Booze Cruise when we get to it. But this one's super cute, and hopefully I'll get more done in October. We shall see. I do have a bunch of Halloween books. Here's my problem. Since I haven't been coloring that much, I don't know what is the best method for me. And I think my 2 choices are like take out all of my fall books and try to get as much done as I can. Or more likely, if I just take out a few and try to focus on them, I think that might work out better. You gonna get it? Wow. Sam is gonna wrangle the dog. Yeah, beat her up. She's probably barking at the people doing the lawn. Thank you. Oh. I'm gonna actually close the door. But anyway, yeah. So I might take the method of just like picking a few books and trying to really focus on them, because that I think might help me get more done. We shall see though. So that's Kawaii Halloween. Next, I got a page done in World of Mice, stained glass, color by number. I actually did this for Patreon. And the next one too. This is by Sun Life Drawing. And I just have been going in order in here. So I think I've done a few out of order, like I sought them out, but this one was next, and it looks like, I feel like gnomes are pretty fall-like anyway. Maybe this is like a pile of leaves in the background. So this is just the one I did. And again, I use those Bic permanent markers for this too. So I like the mosaic ones, but sometimes it seems like they're just forcing themselves to use every color because they have a 22 color palette and they seemed to have used 20 of the 22 colors. And sometimes that seems like a little much, especially when they like do the different colors on the skin. So I just went with it, but sometimes I don't go with it for that at least. So it looks like this ballerina will be next whenever I get back to this book. I just hadn't done this one in a while, so I was excited to get something done in there. And my final non-Disney is from Sachin Sachdeva's new Chibi Halloween and Spooky Characters book. And he has been releasing all of his books in color by number and non-color by number. And he said that this is going to be a new book, or the first book in a new Chibi series. So I was really excited, and I decided I was going to get the color by number version to see if I liked it. And then that will determine what I do for, I hope, the inevitable holiday book that comes out. So fingers crossed that a holiday book comes out, and if it does, I'm gonna buy it, and then I'll decide if I want to do color by number or not. What I do like, and I'll show you on a random page, he did a really good job at putting the numbers out of the way. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. I'm gonna zoom in. So like he put the number at the very top for all of it, so it's not like right in the middle, and that's really nice. Even for the whole cat, the number is right there in the corner. So I thought that was nice, and that also, it makes it easy if you're gonna switch up your colors because it's not super in the way. Even all the bricks is all right on the corner. So I'm likely leaning towards continuing in the color by number series, but we'll see. Also new to me, and I don't know if this is the first time he's done it, but it's the first time I've seen it. He put a pastel version on the back of what his idea is. Again, you can interpret this how you want, but like for blue, he frequently uses really dark blue, but now there is a lighter version. So I ended up doing my first page in the pastel color wave, And I did this one, the cute vampire teddy bear. I love it. I think it's so cute, and I did follow his colors this time. And I just love it a lot. I used the Ohuhu pastel markers for this. So going forward, I might do that again. And I think, again, though, the only thing is the pastels didn't have a dark red, even in pastel. I think I used 4 was red and then 5 was dark red. So I'm not sure if it's reading too different, but I just did 2 coats on the dark red spots to make that difference. But I really like how this came out. I'm excited to do a few more in here this month. And again, determine which version I will be picking up, because this is like so cute. I love this book a lot, and I'm excited for his chibi series because this is definitely a style of chibi I like. So, all right, all the rest are Disney pages. Let's see, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got at least 7 done this month. Whew. So, first is Tomb 2. I don't have these in order. Do I? That's actually pretty close. Yeah, I don't know. Tomb 2 is like my favorite. If I were ever to finish one, this might be it. But, oh no, this is the one. Okay, cool. This is the one that I finished, I think, at the end of last month. I don't know. It's the Siamese cats. And if you've seen my videos before, I do the outlining, the black outlining in acrylic paint marker and then water-based markers to fill everything in. So this is them. Super cute. Hopefully in October, I'm planning on doing another one of these pages. I used to do, well, as a video, I used to do one a month, and obviously my filming has been shaky. So, doggy. See, he didn't actually close the door. Yeah, so there's just that one. And I think I was doing S as a prompt, so that was fun. Next is Tomb 8, and who did I do in this one? Let's find out together. Timothy. Okay, so this month is when I started to use Kathy's method of ignoring shading. And I think almost all of the time it works. And I think when it doesn't, it'll be easy to tell and adjust accordingly. So what does that mean? Kathy from Spicy Cat Colors frequently just ignores the shading. So this was supposed to be 2 shades of red, a darker red on the outside. I think his skin was supposed to have extra, and I just didn't care. Also, the background was supposed to be tan, and I was like, that's too much brown. So I just made it blue. So sometimes it's easy to sometimes it's easy to make those changes, especially like when it's one solid color. So I'm gonna actually show you the answer in the back. Kathy does this too, but she edits because she's fancier than me. So let's see. Yeah, there he is. So I didn't do his shading behind him. I didn't do that line of shading. Is it a different vibe? Yeah, but I kind of like my vibe better. So mine is bright and fun. And going forward, I think I'm frequently going to be doing this method. So also, they wanted me, or in this volume specifically, and I think only this volume, even white is labeled. So I know Kathy sometimes will like white out all of those line works, but I did not. They also wanted the gloves to have shadowing on it, and I was like, nope. So there's that, my Timothy mouse. Hope those don't fall down. Then I did page in Trumpet Tomb 2, which is the Optical Illusion series, which when you first look, it looks like it's going to be the Emperor. Is that what he is? And then it turns into Mulan. So I did it here. Nope. Stuck together. Peter Pan. I actually also did this for Kathy's Spicy Cat Disney prompt. And again, I didn't shade, and I love it. I think it's really helpful, especially if you don't have unlimited markers, because these books don't follow a specific palette. Like every single page has different colors. So it makes it much easier to match when you only need 1 green instead of like 4. And also for the skin, to find 1 or 2 shades instead of like 4. So here is Peter and the present, and I just went nice and simple. I didn't change that background though, but it looks like I avoided some shading down there too. So there's Peter Pan. Don't fall. Then I did a page in Girl Power, and I think I did the very last page. Yep, page 100. I did Disgust, and this I actually did for the prompt green. This was the first month I tried to do colors to find my pages, and I actually had a fun time, and I'm probably going to do that going forward. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, on Patreon, I do a monthly bingo board, and some of our prompts are letters, which I usually find characters, and then some of our prompts are colors, and now I'm going to find colors, or Disney pages for them too. So this was green, this is disgust, and again, didn't do much shading, and I love it. So I did end up shading her hair. I just think it needed dimension, and that's an easy call to make. She didn't have black outlining, so I actually did use acrylic paint for her green outlining. Some of the shades are so close that you can't really see the green outlining, but it's a little different shade in person. And again, I also used a purple acrylic for the purple outlining. So far, I've only attempted full acrylic once, but I do enjoy doing the outlining. And the acrylic, I just think it helps to make it stand out. And her eyes are still in the black acrylic paint. Also, I accidentally completely covered her teeth, and I had to put them back. So it's white paint over the black paint, and it's not the cleanest job, but it looks much better than when I accidentally took her teeth away. So Sam didn't. I'm gonna close the door. So sorry for walking away, but I think it will be better. You didn't. Boy. Sorry for the bouncing. I expect her enemy, Grumpy Dog, walk by. Okay, next I did my first page in nature. This was actually one of the very first pages I did this month. And I did my boy Ploots. I wanted to do like a final moment of summer moment. And I just thought this was super cute. And again, I just did the black outlining in the paint and the water-based in the background. Actually, for this one, I used my Faber-Castell Pit Art brush pens or whatever they are. And that's India ink, which also does not bleed, but it's just different. So here's that one. Cute, cute, cute. Oh man, the stack's getting precarious. Next, I did a page from Trumpet Tomb 1. And who did we do in here? Go-Go. So I did this for yellow. And it's a Go-Go from Big Hero 6. For this one, I only avoided like 1 or 2 colors, and I think it was just on her skin tone. So these earlier books have less shading in general, so that helps. Like, as you can see, it only goes up to E, and then in some of those books, it goes all the numbers, all the letters, and some symbols. So, but I like this book. I actually have a ton done in here, too. This is potentially my second most colored book after Tomb 2. So there's that. And then the final page, I just finished about half an hour before filming this, and this is the brand new special portrait. So new, I still haven't made my tracker for it, but I did art from Monsters University. So cute. And I actually picked him for favorite color because purple is my favorite color, and I also didn't shade him. So his lips had a bunch of texture that I just got rid of, and I think all of this had more shading, but you let me know. Maybe you like the shading. Again, I asked Sam and he prefers the shading, but I prefer not having to color match. So I think he still looks good. You can still tell who he is. And again, you can shade. Also, for some of this, if I really was desperate, I can kind of still see and still shade now. But I really think he looks cool, just as he is. And again, you're kind of seeing my paint markers have the tiniest bit of shine to them. I think after they run out, I actually use the Arteza paint markers. I just got, I think, a 12-pack of the black fine tip. And after they run out, I might try to find a matte paint pen. But for now, I think I got that 12-pack for like $12 or something. And it has lasted me very well. So I'm definitely going to finish them off before I do anything. But I don't necessarily love the shine, especially since I think sometimes, I don't know if it's not too bad. Sometimes you can like see the brush strokes or like scribble strokes when you do it that way. But that is it. Those are my pages for September. I'm, like I said, pretty happy with all the crafting I got done for the month. In October, I legitimately am probably already starting a bunch of holiday crafting because I have so much holiday stuff I want to do. And with the year I had, I'm just legitimately ready for Christmas already. It makes me happy. So that's what I'm going to do. And I also, like I mentioned in the beginning, I'm hoping to take this scrapbooking class. Well, I already purchased it, so hoping to get some stuff done. And she gives us like a prompt a day to scrapbook, but my goal is to get 10 pages done throughout the month. So 10 out of 31 isn't terrible, I hope. And yes, I still obviously have like treatments going on, so we'll see how productive I am. I'm really bad at coloring laying down, and I think that's why I'm not more productive, because I don't know how people do it. I like have to be at a table of some sort to get anything done, or to like I did this laying on the bed, but it took very, very long. So I'm much better at tables. So we shall see what happens next month. I really want to do a bunch more of the Disney pages. I have a few video ideas planned. My goal is at least 4, but fingers crossed, we shall see. And I probably will focus on villains next month too. So we shall see for that also. But that is it from me. Let's have eyeballs be our secret emoji / word for the end of the video. Maybe we'll do all like creepy words for the next month, our creepy emojis. And obviously there's Art's eyeballs. That's what made me think of it. So thumbs up this video if you enjoyed. Comment anything you want to comment down below, including our secret word / emoji eyeballs. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time, and I'll be back again soon with something new. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye, friends.